I started making money from YouTube with less than 100 subscribers, and I'm going to show you how you can do that as well. If you are a small channel starting out on YouTube, the chances are, if you're wanting to turn your YouTube channel into a business, you're striving for that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in 365 days in order to get monetized and get Adsense. But there's other ways that we can generate money from our YouTube channel as a business without actually getting monetized. In this video, we'll talk about ways that you can do it without being monetized and some other ways that you can do it through being monetized that isn't just Adsense. First of all, what is Adsense? So once you are monetized on YouTube, basically adverts will start to appear in your videos, and YouTube is going to basically give you a cut of the revenue that's generated from those ads. But it's not the only way that we can make money from YouTube, and not always require you to have that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Okay, so idea number one is affiliate links. You can register for free with the Amazon affiliate program, and once you enter your bank details and are approved for the program, you can then generate personalized links to Amazon products that you can then put in the descriptions of your videos, and if people click on those links and make a purchase, then you will get a percentage of the sale. This is particularly good for YouTubers because most YouTubers tend to have a lot of gear type products, and most of those products are generally available on Amazon. So as long as it's available on Amazon, you can get a link to that product. So whether it's microphones, whether it's cameras, whether it's lighting, you can generate links to all of these products. It's a great way of passive income. Once you've actually set up the program and set up the links, you can actually put all your links into the upload defaults in your videos so that they appear in every description by default. And that way you don't have to think about it again. It's just there and it's generating money. The second way that you might make money from YouTube without being monetized is through online courses. So let's say, for example, that you are a personal trainer and you've got a YouTube channel that talks about fitness and well-being. You could generate an online course that talks about weight loss, muscle gain, whatever it might be that's related to fitness, and you can basically put that on platforms such as Skillshare. The way it will work with Skillshare is that once you put your online courses on there, people will pay a monthly premium to get access to all of the online content that Skillshare offers. And the more that people watch your online courses, the more Skillshare will pay you. They are basically paying you a percentage of the monthly premium that they charge to the consumers and paying that back to the creators. It's another great way of passive income. Yes, there's a little bit of effort involved in actually creating the course, but once it's up there, it's there forever, and you'll be opening up to more and more new members of an audience on Skillshare all the time. So that's a great way to passively earn income. The third way that we can generate money through YouTube is through digital products. Now, digital products can be anything that are digitally downloaded. That could be ebooks, it could be pamphlets like PDF documents, or it could be, different templates for, Canva for creating YouTube thumbnails as an example. A personal trainer, to stick with that example, may have a ebook on how to burn belly fat, for example, and you could have a link to that digital product within the description of your video and just call it out during the video to say, look, I've got this ebook, you can link to it in the description below, and that'll tell you all about how to burn the fat off of your belly. And these can be products that are available through Amazon or any other platform. It doesn't matter, as long as the link is in your description, it can direct people to that product. Before we move on to the next one, guys, do me a favor, if you're enjoying the video, maybe consider giving it a like. If you haven't met me before, my name is Steve. I'm helping other people grow on YouTube and monetize. If that sort of content sounds like it's up your street, maybe think about subscribing, but for now, let's move on. Okay, the fourth way that we can actually make money through YouTube without being monetized is one-to-one coaching. So again, let's take that personal trainer. They might offer their services to actually, put together a dedicated training plan for an individual. In that example, it could be a one-off fee that you get from the person, or perhaps it's a retainer. Perhaps that person's coming in for like a weekly check-in and you're, reviewing and tweaking that sort of personal fitness plan on a monthly basis. And they're going to pay you for that service. They're going to pay you to keep them on track, to make sure that they're achieving their goals. And that can apply to a whole load of other niches other than just personal fitness as well. So if you're in the how-to and kind of teaching business on YouTube, then personal coaching is maybe a great way to make money. The fifth way is also another way that we can make money without being monetized, and that is through a platform Buy Me a Coffee. Now, Buy Me a Coffee is just an external platform to YouTube, but you can put a link to it in your YouTube profile. And it's basically just if someone has been getting value from the videos that you're putting on and they are so inclined, they can just basically leave you a tip. And it's just a little thank you to you for giving them value in the content that you're producing. It's not necessarily a regular source of income, but over time those contributions can build up. Okay, the sixth way that we can make money without being monetized is through sponsorships and brand deals. Now, a lot of people will say that you probably have to be a big enough channel that you're probably monetized anyway, but that's not strictly true. I think there's a lot of emphasis now on small creators on YouTube, and because they're proving to be really popular, businesses and companies and brands understand that, so therefore are more and more likely now to reach out to smaller YouTube channels and offer them sponsorships. So that could be, talking about a service that particular company offers, or it could be, giving an honest review of a product. But either way, these brands and companies will pay you to advertise that service or to review that product. And if it's to review a product, they'll maybe offer you the product for free as well. This can work by either brands reaching out to you. So if they're looking for kind of small channels on YouTube and find that you are in the niche that is relevant to whatever service or product that they are offering, then they may reach out to you. Equally, if you were to reach out to a particular brand, perhaps there is a brand who you have used already. It might be, if you're a YouTuber, for example, it might be a streaming service provider that you use and have used already and really like the product. You might reach out to them and say, look, I'm doing one live video a week, I'm using your platform, would you be interested in sponsoring this video? It always helps with sponsorships and brand deals if it is a product or service that you have personally used and like, and that way you are obviously very sincere in terms of advertising that product or service on behalf of this company because you genuinely believe in that product or service. Okay, the seventh way we can make money without being monetized is through public speaking. So if you're particularly knowledgeable on a particular topic and you are consistently speaking about that on YouTube, there are people out there who watch YouTube channels looking for people who can do some public speaking on that particular topic. Think of your YouTube channel as essentially a resume for the fact that you are knowledgeable on this particular topic, and people will pay you to do a public speaking event to pass on your knowledge. If they can see from your YouTube videos that you give real value in what you talk about, then they may see the benefit of you doing that, but in a more public setting. Likewise, if they haven't found you on YouTube, you might see an opportunity where someone is looking for someone to do some public speaking on an area that you are particularly knowledgeable on, and you can actually reach out to them and say, by the way, here's a link to my YouTube channel where I talk about this every week, take a look at that and let me know what you think. Okay, the eighth way that we can make money on YouTube, and this can be through being monetized or not being monetized. So this is kind of a special case, but it's merchandise. So how can we do it without being monetized? Well, we can basically generate merchandise. If you're growing your YouTube channel into a business or a personal brand, and you're starting to build a following, people might be interested in buying merchandise that is tied to your personal brand. To do that, you can create merchandise through anything. It could be any kind of print-on-demand service like Printify or Printful, and you can basically, just like with the digital products, you could put links to that in your video descriptions, or you could put links to your online store in your YouTube user profile. And if people use those links and make that purchase of any of your merchandise, then you're going to get paid for that. The way that we can do it through being monetized in YouTube is once you actually do get monetized, you can actually set up a YouTube channel store. So it's essentially a similar thing, but it's actually an official thing done through YouTube. So technically that can be done with or without being monetized. Okay, the ninth way that we can make money on YouTube, this is one that does require monetization, and that is called super chats. So when you're doing live streams and people are joining your live, they can actually pay you, I think it's anything up to $50, to basically have their comment brought up on screen on the live stream and either drawn attention to, or perhaps they're asking you a question and they're wanting you to answer it. And they just are doing that as a token of goodwill from them, thinking that, you know, I think the answer to my question is worth this much. So, you know, it's a little bit like the buy me a coffee thing, but it's an official thing through YouTube. It can only be done on live videos, and it can only be done whilst the video is live. So live videos, you know, once they're done, you can leave them on YouTube forever. People won't be able to do it unless it's live. But it's another way that people can make money through YouTube. Yes, it's not a guaranteed kind of thing, and it's not necessarily going to be set every time. But if you're doing a live stream a week to 500 people, then yeah, you know, maybe you might get a few of those over the course of each live stream. And it depends how long you do the live streams for as well. If you're doing them from, you know, 15 minutes, then, you know, maybe not. But if you're doing them sort of 2-3 hours, as I know some people do, then there's maybe opportunity there as well. I wouldn't necessarily see it as a main source of income from YouTube, but definitely it's an extra, and every little bit helps. Okay, the 10th and final way we can make money from YouTube, and this one again does require monetization, is through channel memberships. The way a channel membership works is once you're monetized, you can actually offer a channel membership where people pay, I don't know if it's set or if it's you can set it yourself, but typically I think it's about £5 a month. And basically what you give those people, those members, in return is exclusive content that isn't available to non-members. So even the videos, even if you're a subscriber to the channel, you wouldn't necessarily see these members only videos, because you would have to actually be paying that monthly membership fee. So it's a great kind of retainer. You know, if you've got a 10,000 subscriber channel and you've got, say, 100 people that are, you know, members and paying £5 a month, then that's £500 a month guaranteed, provided that you are obviously giving them something in return and giving that extra value. People can cancel anytime they like. They're not locked in for a year or anything like that. So people will come and go, but as the channel grows, your likelihood is that more people will actually become members of the channel. So yeah, you know, you might be giving them exclusive kind of pre-recorded videos, maybe exclusive live streams as well. And people tend to like that, because typically on the member-only live streams, there's less people, and therefore people are more likely to get their questions answered and things like that. So yeah, it's another great way that you can make money through YouTube. Okay, hopefully that's given you some insight into how you can actually start to make money from YouTube right from the beginning. You know, yes, we all want to get Adsense and we want to get monetized, and we have touched on multiple ways you can make money through monetization on YouTube, but it isn't the only way. You do not have to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time per year. You can start making money on YouTube on day one, even with no subscribers, as people are finding your videos and watching them and are interested in whatever it is that you're offering, be it any of the things we've talked about in this video. You can start to make money today. If you found the video useful, please do me a huge favor and give it a big thumbs up. And if you're enjoying this channel, if you're enjoying the content and you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so and come back to watch the next videos, which is going to help you and grow your YouTube channel. Until the next video, have a great week, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.